Hi everybody. In this video, I am gonna to show how to pull data from Oracle database via DBAS adapter. So let us consider a use case where you would like to process the near real-time data from a database and push to your downstream application. Meaning every time a new record is inserted, you would like to pick up those records in a near real time and process to your target system. So the solution is you have a DBAS adapter, and that DBAS adapter supports to trigger as well with the connectivity agent. So you can use the DBAS adapter, create a app-driven orchestration, put the DBAS adapter on a starting point and use the polling feature and configure. And you poll the new records with some status like new, inserted, something like this. And all the records will be pulled one by one, and you can process those records to your target system. So here you see you need to just configure. This is like a logical delete where you need to configure the source column from on which basis you would like to process your records. You put the read value. After the record is read, which value you would like to update, what value, on which value you would like to read your record, like new. Ejected value, meaning it only supports 10 MB of record. So if the row is exceeding the 10 MB, you will put it the value as a rejected. And then you can configure polling frequency. So you can put in the seconds, 1 second, 10 seconds, 60 seconds, depending on the requirement. And that is called near real time because you are polling it. It's not like every time a new record is inserted, your integration is getting triggered. No, you are polling it in some seconds. That is called near real time. The architecture wise, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the DBAS adapter, which you will use at a trigger site, and you will keep polling the records from your DB on some column, basis on some column, and the record you are going to push into the file. So let's look at how to achieve this. So I have almost 16 records in my database with status new. Let me show you, like we have created this integration DB CRUD operation. Let me run this integration and show you all those 16 records so that we can also show the records are polled. So if you run this, it will show you all those 16 records that we have in a database with status new. So here you can see we have a field called status new. If you will search this new, you can find out we have total 16 records. Maybe you can go there and you can see new. Now if you see new, we have total 16 records with records new. So you can see we have total 16 records in this. Let me copy this payload and let's say prettify JSON online. Let me put it here. Process, and you can find out here status new, status new, the third record status new, status new. So all these records have status new. Now let's try to create a new integration based on app driven. Let's say poll data and create files. Let's keep it in a package which is called DBAS and click on a create button. So if you would like to poll, the starting point will be your DBAS. So put it here and let's say poll data. And here operation type is poll for new or changed records. Next, on the next screen, you have to import the table. So click on add tables. You choose the schema, which is this one. Search your tables and select and OK. Now on the next screen, you can configure everything, review and verify tables and relationship day attribute. So maybe you don't want everything. So what you can do, let's say I don't need created ad and updated ad. So I can skip those fields and say okay. And then review the polling strategy and specify polling options. So here you need to select the field on which you would like to poll. So it will show you all the fields that I have, and I have one field called status. So select it, read value. So the value used to indicate a row has been processed. So you can update the field with the value once it is processed. Let's say processed. And then on which basis you would like to read the data, like indicates the row to process only rows with logical delete field and columns value that match the unread value are red. Let's say new. Rejected value. So like the value used to indicate a row has been rejected due to the size limitation. So the 10 MB, the record size should be 10 MB. If it is more than that, your data will be rejected. So you can say rejected. And here you need to define the polling frequency. So let me say 10 seconds and okay, next, and then finish button. Now, here I would like to do some, validation. Like if you have a field called email address, I wanted to check email address should exist in the record. If not, then don't create a file, or and if not exist, then make status as errored out. Okay, so let's do this. So here we have one action called switch. A switch is nothing, it's like if else. So click on a switch. So when you do it, it will create two routes for you, route 1 and otherwise. So route 1, you can configure the condition here. Click this. Okay, click add it. Click on three dots and click on add it to add the condition. So here you define the column name on which you want to make the condition employee, and you say email address. And then operator, let's say equals and not equals, basically, and odds. Meaning if email address not equals to null, then only process that record. You can add more condition by clicking on this add condition, and you can do more. And here under this, let's say click plus button and create a file. So I'll say FTP connection. Let's say record write file. Next, write a file ASCII, and here I will say home slash users slash b slash aj slash employees, and file name pattern I will say emp.csv, but I will override this file name in my mapper. Next, choose schema CSV type. Next, and let me drop a file, this one. So I would like to create the data into this structure, and let's say user and user set. So I can make all the fields optional, but let's say email address is mandatory. Okay. Next, and finish. Okay. You can add more condition. So you can click here and then you can add more condition. You can add more routes if you want. So I can delete this, delete. Okay, cool. Now here, let's edit this mapper. And by the way, when the records will get poll, let's suppose you have 10 records to process. So 10 instances will be created. So for each record, one instance will be created. So here, first of all, let me concatenate the file. How I am going to choose the file, concat, put it here, and let's say employee and then with its ID, and then .csv, or you can put text as well if you want, just to create a text file, txt, sorry. Okay, and then this. So our text file will be created employee underscore 1.txt, employee underscore 2.txt, something like this. And then here, let's say first name, last name, date of joining, department, age, and then email address. So I don't want status, validate, and then close this. Fine. And if email address is not blank, you wanted to make an error in the status column. So what I would like to use my DBAS connection, and let's say update record. I will use perform an operation on a table, and then let's say update. Next, I will choose my schema, which is this one. Search your tables and employ, import tables, and review and manage parent database table relationship. So click on edit, sorry, not this one. So review and filter column. So I only want status. So uncheck all and have only status column. Okay. And then next, and then finish. Okay. So I can show you, I have one email address record with, you can see email address is here, email address with plan of ID. Okay, ID is not here, that's fine. So let me have edit ID, let's say ID, and let's say status, create target node, set text as a error. Okay, validate, and then close. That's it. Now let's enable the business identifier, ID, save, come back. Now, as soon as you will activate your integration, your polling will be started. And if you have a 10,000 records, 10,000 instances will be created. So it will impact your message packs. So polling is only, you use polling only if it is required to process near real-time data. Batch integrations. Okay, let it be. So here you can see I have 16 records here. So 16 instances should be created. Happen. 16 records are there. Let me refresh it. You can see 15 received. So total 16 received and one is errored out. Okay, we will see why it is errored out. Okay, but here let me show you again. Let me run it again. You can see status is processed, status is processed, processed, processed. So all these records has been processed. As soon as you will insert one more record, it will be processed too. I wanted to see why there's a problem, but here you can see. So there should be 15 files created. Let me see why one is errored out. Oh, failed at write FTP. Specify the remote of directory has write permission. Let me see. Message received by invoke, right? 'Right? Okay, I'm not sure, but let me check the file server. Home, users, AJ, and here is the employees. And here you can see employee1.txt, employee5.txt. Every file is here and all will have single record. Let me open in my FileZilla as well. If I refresh it, it should show the employees. And you can open any one of the file to view the record. What happened? The file has not been opened yet. Okay. Okay, let me open it here. Let me show you. Let me right click and view edit. Okay, it is not getting opened here. Let me, okay, here it has been opened here. You can see the record is here. Correct. So now let me go back and find out the issue with that particular instance which is failed actually. Here the ID 15. The record with ID 15 has been failed. Okay. Please details, you can go to the details and let's say, please ensure one specified remote output directory has write permission to exceed the maximum characters allowed by the OS. Okay, let me see, write file, message. Employee 15.txt. Okay, I can check this later. Fine. Guys, here you see, and I can also find one more thing. Let me go back. So I was expecting one records to be in error state. So here, let me say email address not equals to this. Okay. Okay. No worries. That's fine, guys. So this is how you can pull the records your from your database. But make sure when you are using polling, you need the data to be processed in near real time. So what is happening? So let's suppose you have 10,000 records. So for each record, one instance will be created that will impact your messages back, because every time you are poll, it is like an incoming message. And for each incoming message, if the size is 50 KB, one message will be deducted, that we discussed. So make sure you use this polling wherever required. So that's all about this, guys. Thank you. Bye bye.